Muted.
Okay. All right, Nilbert. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We're super excited this morning. I'm sorry. It's not a call. It's just a little allergy. There are a lot of leaves falling all over the place. Okay. All right, Nilbert, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. And so happy to be here. I always look forward to like this day of the week because well, of course I get to share with you thoughts, ideas and all that. And as you guys all know, the main topic I really love is like anything to do with personal development because I think it's a never-ending journey, right? It's always, every day, daily, weekly, like 365 days of the year. It's something that we do that, regardless of what business we're in, regardless of what industry we're in, personal development is something that it transcends everything, right? So today I hope to kind of provide you with your Tuesday dose of motivation and all that. I know we just finished a promotion that ended last Sunday, and I know everyone had a lot of strong weeks because of those packs, right? Those double PSV packs, everyone rushing and racing to qualify for the cruise. So, but even after the promotion finished and ended, the work continues, right? We still have the rest of November to qualify for the cruise. Well, actually, all right, let me take that back. There's only 300 rooms, right? And according to the company, as soon as the 300 rooms are booked, that's it. So if it gets booked before the end of November, I think that's it. I'm hoping that, if it actually gets, all booked up before end of November, that the company will kind of like, okay, let's add some more rooms, right? Because the more people, can you imagine if three can take over that whole ship? Not even sure like how many. I think it's like probably 800 maybe. Yeah, I don't know what size ship it is, but some of those cruise ships can have over 1,000. So kind of reminds me of my Navy days. Aircraft carrier, we have 5,000 people on board. All right. So, okay, today what I want to share with you guys again, I'm kind of leaning towards really just providing you with just direct face-to-face, you know, uh, thoughts and ideas. Not I love doing PowerPoints, but again, whenever I share PowerPoints, I can't see you guys. So today, okay, the title that I used for this topic is prepared for a purpose, right? Showing up, standing out, and staying human in this business. Okay, pay attention to that last one. Okay, staying human is in this business. So again, thank you everyone for being here. You know what? I'm a little off of my game. Why don't we have two shares first before we jump in? We always kind of it's always like it's like a tradition now. So why don't we have two quick shares of anyone who wants to
George,
share any kind
is that what
of
it said on the thing
forward
here?
movement or anything like that? Please feel free to share, and then we'll get going.
Okay, let me start really quick. We have today or tonight we have an event again here at corporate and for those of you that have people in Utah, make sure you get people there. It's going to be amazing. The location where we have it is amazing. It's the conference room in the building next to Tree. They have a nice conference room, but make sure you get people there because the closing ratio is super high. When I mean super high, probably 90% of the people that go there, they sign up. You want to have new people, make sure you have people there. It's going to be amazing. I just wanted to make sure you see that. By the way, there's other announcements that are coming up very soon.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. George, I have to go because I'm getting ready to leave on this road trip, but I wanted to just introduce somebody and I have to leave. I'm sorry, I can't stay on this. But I want to introduce our newest three-star Lynn Junkie, finished last night. And we're so excited. She's an amazing leader. She was in my other platform. I've known her for 20 some years. We finished up our Taiwan three-star last week, and then now we got Lynn this week in Atlanta. Great things happening everywhere on this whole platform with all of you. And she's an amazing leader in that she built somebody else's business for 30 years in construction. And then she went and built her own business, but then the financial collapsed and the builder said, no, come back. I need you. And she built it and they sold it. And then the new investors, the brothers, then 4 days she's gone. And so now she's building her own business here. And I'm just so, so proud of her. And I don't know, I just want to introduce her because watch out for this amazing woman. She gets up at 4:30 and does events all the time. She's always working. She made a goal to finish this weekend and she finished up last night. And I just am so honored. Lynn Jonke, congratulations. And
Thank you,
would you like to
Christine.
say a few words?
Yes, thank you, Christine. Thank you to all of our leaders. Every one of you, all give your all the time. And I tell you, at times I just was like, can I do this? Just with life happening. And, every day is important to be here with all of you. And you give from the heart. And I can't thank you all enough from everywhere. It's everybody steps up in this business and we're a community, and I am truly blessed to be with all of you. Thank you so much from everyone, George, Adrienne, Shannon, all of you, Annette, all of them. So there's so many, but thank you. I'm so proud to be part of this community.
So amazing. It never fails that the one or two shares that like start off are whenever I'm about to give training, it's a perfect segue to the topic that I'm about to share with you.
Yeah, something that I'm gonna say. Watch out, three-star pro and three-star league. We have a new person coming in really quick.
Yep. So
Okay.
congratulations
And
again,
four-star,
Lynn.
obviously, and beyond.
Okay, so again, thank you everyone for being here. I hope today is not just another training, but more like a reminder, a wake-up call, or a realignment with purpose. All right, we're in a world that's changing fast. Everyone knows that. We have AI, we have layoffs, we have uncertainty. But today I want to talk about something that never changes, the power of being human. Okay, it's the importance of being ready and the reason you were called to this business, like right now. Okay. Uh, everyone can agree being human is hard work, right? Being human is hard work. There's this quote from Simon Sinek. By the way, like the topics I'm sharing with you today revolves around a lot of what Simon Sinek teaches and all that. I follow him. If you haven't had a chance to follow him, check him out, like on social media and all that. Really very inspirational speaker. So being human takes practice and hard work. Being inhuman, unfortunately, comes all too easy. Right? That's a quote from Simon Sinek, and it's very true, right? Social media shows the highlight reels, but building this business is about showing up as a human being. All right. It's hard to stay kind when people ghost you. Everyone's been ghosted, I'm pretty sure, right? It's hard to kind of like sometimes when you don't hear back from someone, it's like, oh my gosh, that person's avoiding me and all that. When you never know, like, maybe the person's just going through something, difficult at that time, right? It's hard to lead when you're tired, right? It's hard to believe when rank isn't showing up. How many feel that way? Right? How many feel that way? It's hard to believe when rank isn't showing up, right? But doing what's hard builds the character that earns trust. And in this industry, the trust is the real currency, right? Are you being the kind of person someone would trust with their future? Think about that, right? Think about that. When you're working on a prospect, when you're trying to get them to see this opportunity, how do they see you, right? Do they see you as like the kind of person someone would trust with their future? Like, of course, they'll have to invest, although, it's a really kind of like a low risk investment because it's not one of those businesses where you have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars right away. It's a minimal investment, and they actually do get products for what they pay for at the beginning, right? So they do get something back, but still, a lot of, with money, economy being that hard, they always would ask like, okay, is this person someone I would trust with this, right? So you're being prepared for a moment you can't see yet. I fully believe that from the bottom of my heart. Everyone here, we're being prepared for a moment that we can't see yet. And I'd like to share a quick article with you, a story. This is a true story. It just completely drove home this point, and I'm just bear with me. I put it in a Word doc so I can read it so I don't miss the details, okay? In April 17 of 2018, Southwest Flight 1380 was climbing toward cruise altitude when a massive explosion shook the entire aircraft. Right? The left engine had catastrophically failed. Metal shrapnel tore through the fuselage like bullets. Right? One piece shattered a window. At 32,000 feet, where the air is too thin to breathe, the cabin instantly decompressed, right? So oxygen masks dropped and everything. In the cockpit was Captain Tammy Jo Schultes, or Schultz. Jo Schultz. She heard the explosion, felt the plane shudder, and watched her instruments light up with warnings. One engine gone, the fuselage damaged, cabin pressure lost, 149 souls depending on her next move. Right? She didn't panic, she went to work, right? But here's what most people don't know. This wasn't the first time Tammy Jo Schultz had faced death in the sky. Before she was a commercial pilot, she was Lieutenant Commander Schultz, one of the first female fighter pilots in the United States Navy. She flew the F-18 Hornets as an aggressor pilot. That means like she's so well trained that she trains other naval aviators in combat tactics, right? She spent years making split-second decisions at supersonic speeds, years staying calm when instinct screamed at you to panic. And on that April morning, every hour of that training kicked in. She manually controlled the crippled 737, fighting, asymmetric thrust from the single, working engine. She communicated with air traffic control. She coordinated with her first officer. She executed a rapid emergency descent, dropping altitude fast enough to reach breathable air, but controlled enough not to tear the damaged plane apart, right? 22 minutes after the explosion, she landed the aircraft in Philadelphia. Smooth, controlled, as if she'd practiced it 1,000 times. But here's details that will give you chills. Tammy Jo Schultz wasn't even supposed to be flying that day. She'd swapped shifts with her husband, who also a Southwest pilot, to accommodate their schedules. Which means 149 people boarded a plane that morning with no idea that the woman in the cockpit had been specifically, almost impossibly prepared for exactly what was about to happen. Right? You can call it luck, you can call it fate, or you can call it what it actually was. Decades of competence, training, and grit meeting the one moment where it all mattered the most. Tammy Jo Schultz didn't ask to be a hero that day. She just showed up, did her job with extraordinary skill, and brought almost everyone home. There was one casualty when the window got shattered. One passenger that was sitting right there got critically injured, and later on she died in the hospital. But 148 people were saved, right? So if you just let that sink in, that whole story where Tammy wasn't even supposed to be that day, or it wasn't even supposed to be flying that day, right? So she's a fighter pilot turned Southwest captain. She wasn't supposed to fly that day, but when the engine exploded, she manually landed the plane and saved 148 lives. So her calmness came from decades of practice, composure, and grit. So how does this relate to us? You may not realize it now, but every rejection, every uncomfortable Zoom, every follow-up text is preparing you because someday someone is going to join your team and you will be the difference between crash and landing. Okay? Does that make sense? Right? So okay, next. We can define what we do, but we must never, what we do must never define us. I'm gonna say that again, all right? We can define what we do, but what we do must never define us. That's from Simon Sinek as well, right? In this business, ranks change, volumes goes up and down, but your identity can't be tied to your current result. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Your identity cannot be, you cannot be tied to your current result. You are not your last enrollment, right? You are not the last prospect that said no to you. You are not your back office, right? You are not your upline's opinion of you. If for some reason, let's say you're not making any progress or anything like that, just ask yourself, if it all went away today, would you still believe in yourself? All right. Your value is permanent. Your results are temporary, right? So never ever forget that. The best way to overcome struggle is with the help of others. Again, that's from Simon Sinek. Isolation kills momentum, right? Community revives it. That's why I said this was a perfect segue because Lynn just mentioned that, she was so thankful because of everyone here. Community, revives and sustains momentum, right? Lean into your team. Don't, I say, never struggle silently. You're not meant to do this alone. Okay, you're not meant to do this alone. I mean, can you imagine like network marketing and you're in, but basically business by yourself with no other people? That kind of doesn't make sense, right? There's no purpose in networking that way. So, right? This business is hard, but it's harder when you isolate. The mission is big, but guess what? We're better together. We're bigger than the mission when we do it together, right? So remember, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Bring it, bring it home. Like Tammy Jo wasn't even supposed to be flying. She swapped schedules with her husband, but she was the one who could handle it, right? So when things are tough, when you're struggling, just imagine there's a reason why you said yes to three. It's not by accident. You're here for a reason, right? Maybe that reason hasn't shown up yet. Maybe it's still unfolding. The person that will basically decide their future. Maybe you haven't met that person yet, right? So stay in the cockpit, stay calm, and stay excellent. Okay. So this week, I want you to show up like someone's life depends on it because it might, right? I want to share with you a personal story that just happened not too long ago that really reminded me of this, just being there and showing up, right? So after the amazing San Diego event we had, where our amazing leaders led by Daniel, they were all here. They delivered a powerful, message, powerful presentation. A lot of our BAs were so inspired, and we had a lot of guests on there too. So one of my guests, right, the very next day, her name is Mary. Okay, she works a couple of part-time jobs, but she really got interested in the opportunity because of the products, because her husband has several medical conditions very similar to mine, actually. Although I think his is a little bit more advanced. So so I met with her the next day to kind of help her enroll because she said she wanted to, have her husband use the products. And she brought her son with her. She had a 27-year-old son who she wanted me to speak with and talk about the business, right? So here's the thing about, her son. I'm not gonna mention his name or anything, but her son also has like kind of like a medical condition. He's on medication for what do you call those mood stabilizers and all that. So, he's one of those persons that has a little bit harder time relating with, with people. Okay. So I had a chat with the young man, and then I said, so after showing him that, okay, what the opportunity is, that, potential to make a little bit of money and all that, he said he wants to do the business. All right. So I go ahead and, after enrolling Mary, I enrolled the son right under her, right? So to get Mary started off right away, right? And then I told the son basically, if you have time, I'd like to spend some time mentoring you. If you'll have me as a mentor, I'll teach you everything I know. Okay. And it so happened that we live pretty close to each other, so it's easy for us to meet up. So the very following week, we met up. And the first thing I was talking to him about was really, hey, I need to know why you're doing this. I need to know your why. Like, why do you want to do this? Okay. Um, and you know what he told me? That really, whew, like, actually, I got emotional that time, but of course, I had to like kind of really hold it. Hey, I'm this mentor and all that. I can't be like really getting emotional in front of my new protege, right? He says, I want to help people get healthier, especially my dad, and I just want to help my mom, like, you know, contribute to the income. As simple as that, right? So you never know who you're gonna meet in this business that, so I've mentored him like a couple times already. And guess what? Today, like he says when I asked him, make a list, he says he only knows two people. I said, okay, we'll start with those two, right? And guess what? So we did a presentation for one of those persons that he knew, this girl, a lady named Iana, and we're getting on a Zoom today to enroll her under him. So, just show up like someone's life depends on it because it might. Okay. So here's the challenge. All right. Post something, if you're in a social media person, right? Post something vulnerable and human on social media. Okay. Something real, right? Reach out to 5 people that you may have been avoiding. Maybe they've been ghosting you, right? Keep reaching out to them. Reconnect with your team and or your mentor. Like really, we're in this as a community, right? This movement, this mission, this moment, this your life was meant for you, right? This right here, together as a community. This is it was meant for all of us. Okay. Here's some bonus quotes that I'd like to share with you. Again, from Simon Sinek. Okay. Hire people inspired to achieve something big over people who demand something big before they feel inspired. Okay. Now I know that's kind of tailored to like maybe a corporate setting, but guess what? Everyone here, every face I see is a CEO of their own business. It's up to you to choose who you want in your business and who you feel is right for your business, right? So get people, who are inspired to achieve something big over people who demand something big before they feel inspired. I think that's very important, right? Customers will never love a company until the employees love it first. Again, it's a corporate setting, but in our industry, right? Your prospects will not believe in the products until you believe in it first. Your prospects will not believe in your mission unless you believe in it first. Your prospects will not believe in your vision unless you believe in it first. Sometimes the person standing between disaster and survival is someone who refused to accept the word can't, like Captain Tammy Joe Schultz. In our case, sometimes the difference between succeeding and not succeeding is being able to accept all those no's and rejections. All right. And last one I want to share with you. You don't rise to the level of your goals. We all have goals. We all have lofty goals, right? Because why not dream big, right? You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. And guess what? Your mindset is a system, right? So it starts with mindset. All right. So that's what I kind of want to share with you guys today. It was a combination of an article I read, and then, of course, the experience I had with my brand ambassador. And I was thinking about it like last night, like, okay, because Tuesdays, like, we have different topics even on Tuesdays, because I know me and my team, like, I know Lovey will be providing training this month. Sky will be sharing this month. But I always relish the opportunity to share bits of like motivation and inspiration because it helps me a lot myself, right? It helps me a lot. So, all right. Well, I am going to open the floor. I'm going to turn this back over to George and open the floor for anyone. And again, perfect. I've finished like, 3 minutes under, under time. So, George, back over to you.
Thank you very much. As you see, you probably saw that video. You are in the group Legacy Makers. I am full of energy, kinetics everywhere all over my brain right now. But anyway, yeah, it's amazing story, by the way. What you have that, I mean, that set the tone for the whole, everything that you said. It's amazing and super excited. Anybody wants to share or have any question, because it's full of energy, like in the background. You see those football players.
I'm just now catching up with the chats. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate that.
Yeah, great job, like always. Great job. Make sure, by the way, you participate. Dr. Dana, I see your hand up. Good morning. How are you?
Yes. Good morning. I'm driving, but I just wanted to say thank you so much, Nilbert. That was very inspirational. I really appreciate you. It's just like you show up, and those who do show up actually go up. So I believe that. Thank you so much for the reminder. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I love being a part of this community. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Dr. Diana. That's
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right.
Anybody else wants to share or share any word of wisdom that is inspired by what Nilbert just said? I was going to say Dr. Nilbert. Wow. Dr. Nilbert in network marketing. Okay. Yeah. Jasmine, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, good morning. Thank you so much, Nilbert. I'm driving too, but I just want to say I love you. I thank you that you are an amazing leader. You do care for people, and I love when you do get emotional, because you're always so put together. And the challenge to post something that shows your vulnerability, I think that really does create that human connection, like you said. But I appreciate your leadership and the way that you lead with that. You lead with love. You're a very loving man, and you care for people, and that's what we want to look for. And that's what I found with Lovey and our team, with Dr. Diana. We just, like you say, why are we in this business? Like it really is for those that we love. Like we want to, like the young man that you talked about, like he, doing it for his mom and his dad and his family. And when I hear the stories of recovery from the people who I've shared this business with, it just inspires me. And it, what we're doing is changing lives, and we have a life of health and purpose. And sometimes we do get discouraged. Like I had someone come to my house yesterday. I've been trying to take that challenge of meeting with people in person and having them in my home. And she didn't sign up yesterday, and I was like, come on, like I gave up my whole morning for you. Like I wanted to feel like, no, that's not what it was for. Like God has a plan when she's ready. And she said she's going to talk to her husband. It's like, it's okay. There's no rush for things. Like, we can, who knows, like God's in control. But I appreciate just your example for us and our team, and how you really do lead with love, and that that's, you know, we want to find the right people to join us and who want to complete this mission. But I'm grateful for everybody here. I'm always happy when we do get to see each other in person at all our different conferences and events. And yeah, thank you so much again for this time this morning.
Thank you, Jasmine. And Lovey, I can see your hands up there.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Nilbert. That was truly, truly just absolutely incredible. What a powerful and inspiring story. I love the challenge that you shared. And honestly, like hearing how this has transformed your life is so miraculous. I mean, that's why I said yes to this, right? And among other things, but it's so exciting just to be able to do this alongside you, just like we did back in the Navy. It brings back so many memories. And I'm just truly appreciative of all the things that you do for our team and the way we get to build this together. You know, I really couldn't ask for a better teammate and friend. I mean, you've become family. So all of you have become family. And just like I echo what Jasmine shared, you know, it's so incredible being able to do this together. And I love the reminder of that we're not doing this alone. And I could tell you, I really resonated with what you said about um doing, you know, suffering silently, right? I know I have been on that boat, and so I'm grateful for you, for everybody in the team, George. I mean, there's so many people to thank, and I am just always inspired by each one of you. Thank you so much, Nilbert, for the just your time on giving training this morning. I'm truly, truly grateful.
Thank you so much, Lovey. Always appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Melling, good morning.
Thank you. Nilbert, I love your trainings. And I know for me personally, I need that shot every week of inspiration. And, you know, I have to say that you said something in there about if you, I've got it in my notes here, your identity can't be tied to your current results. If I tied my identity to my results, I would have quit a long time ago. And you and all of you on the call, you, Lovey, Jasmine, Dr. Diana, all of you, George and Adrian, everyone, keep me in the game. And I've been kind of trudging slowly, and I've been really picking up speed this week because I'm inviting people to 2 different things that I'm having. So, the other thing I would just want to say is if I'm not in action with this business, I'm like, I get depressed. I'm not happy. But when I'm in action, even if I get no's, I'm happy. It sounds just, at least I'm like, I feel so much better about myself. Like, at least I'm in action. I'm reaching out to people, and you keep me in the game. And like you also said I don't think I got this quite right, but that there are other people, other people's lives, they're depending on us. And you've been that for me. So I just want to say thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. That's all. I could say more, but that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mei-Ling. That means a lot, really. Thank you so much. And so blessed to be working with everyone here, right? I mean, again, doesn't matter what team we actually like our lines of what's the word? Like what hierarchy we're in, because this is a conglomeration of so many different teams. But overall, you know, we share the same vision, we share the same mission, right? In helping people get healthy, and at the same time make lots of money while helping people get healthy, right? So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, everyone, for
One
the
more comment
comments and
that
all that. I
I want
really, really appreciate it.
a comment that I'm going to say that's so important. You say something important that sometimes we have to share with the team when we are in a law or something like that, especially in this business. Make sure if you feel discouraged or you feel down for some reason, even if there are external circumstances that don't have anything to do with the business, it's good to share with your leaders, your upline leaders, because all of us are humans. We call I call it the HI, human intelligence. That's so powerful. It's more powerful than anything else now because we are connecting to something bigger. But anyway, that's so important that you share it, say, because sharing and working together, that's the way that we get stronger in this business or in anything. It's why people like communities. And especially sometimes for guys, it's hard to share because when you are growing up, you're supposed to be the leader, etc. And in your house, or when you are the guy or the boy, or sometimes you even hear boys don't cry, and things like that. But it's so important that share, especially and in the business, so important because that's one of the ways that you stay connected, you get inspiration, and one day you're going to be inspiring other people by being vulnerable too. But anyway, I just wanted to say and thank you, Nilbert. Amazing day, amazing morning.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we have what do you call that? Like I know kind of George kind of mentioned that we, hopefully because we do have Thanksgiving coming up, so hopefully we have another amazing or cool promotion coming up from the company that will, help people who are still qualifying for the cruise. Congratulations to all those who already qualified. By the way, like I know Jasmine already qualified for the cruise. So, she's definitely on her way. So, congratulations to Jasmine. But there's a lot of movement right now. I mean, I'm sure everyone is like really, like pumped up and working towards, you know, being on that cruise. So,
That's right. And by the way, get ready for 4 weeks Black Friday too. Start collecting every person that you have connected in the past, even if they say no, even if they say I don't like your nose or something like that. Still, make sure you have all these people in the list because there's a Black Friday promotion coming too. And by the way, that's no brainer. I knew the company was going to come with something like that, but be prepared today. Start getting the list of everybody. And then next week you start doing teasers. We are going to be talking about that teasers a lot next week because it's important you start teasing, etc. Because Black Friday could be a great Black Friday and Cyber Monday. All those 3 or 4 days could be really, really, really good. Think about that. But anyway, thank you very much, everybody. And we see you in the next event and tomorrow morning and tonight also on the call, everywhere where we are. Thank you. Have an amazing day.